Hi, happy middle of Aries season. I hope everyone's having a super assertive and quick-paced Aries season. Not too quick though, so you can't enjoy the moments, but you know, quick in terms of accomplishing things and things just really arising and having a lot of growth, quick growth. We have two major aspects this week and a new moon on Friday. Happy Aries new moon. I'm going to try to keep it simple with the moon aspects. We have a lot of lunar conjunctions with planets this week. So those are like more refined and specific energies that I think are worth calling out. But as for the like sextiles and squares, I'm not really gonna dive too deep into those, so we can just communicate about the major aspects and the cards for the week. So Monday the 28th, we're gonna have the moon in Aquarius. I'm actually recording this on Monday, and so I'm noticing a lot of water bearer energy, and I think this really is going to be prevalent in the Venus and Saturn conjunction, bearing water in relationships. And I actually had a friend call that out once, and it just made a lot of sense for me as to how Saturn works sometimes, or how Aquarius works in general. So bearing water, holding space and mentally, and with that water element emotionally, and physically with the vessel. So Aquarius kind of is like a hybrid of the elements there. So yeah, today we have Venus and Saturn conjunction. This is testing our relationships with money, and I'm just going to take the top. Money and others, ourself, for and also material world desires, testing that for maturity and health. I think this is a test that will allow for like the benefit. I don't know why I'm shuffling again. All right. The benefit of the collective and how we can contribute to towards our communities. So very future focused on this relationship, likely to experience some detachment and emotions, so that one can like really process these commitments rationally. Saturn just can come in and really give like a reality check to relationships in all aspects. Allowing us to see through a lens that's very objective, and that will lead us to some growth, and really create a structure for longevity, since it's so in Aquarius, it's so future oriented. We can't have a future unless things last. So yeah, just something to be mindful of. We have the moon conjunct Mars and Venus and Saturn throughout the day. So we're having some balance with the Venus and high energy with Mars. Definitely sensing a lot of energy today, like a lot of just like that was static, but like really like it's like an electron energy, super subtle but high energy, compact energy. There we go. And then Saturn bringing the order with those emotional flows. So what else with Venus and Saturn? I did a video, or I did a series of videos for the specific house placement in each of the signs. So if you have a moment, that could really, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That can probably add an extra layer of awareness for how the conjunction can affect your the house placement, which really, you know, is more specific information. And collectively, Aquarius is our 11th house, so our group contributions, and that's why I mentioned benefiting the group, and that's just Saturn in general, looking out for humanity, and also just wanting to construct a far out and abstract, unique future. So with Venus in Aquarius, we're also really finding ourselves in our authenticity. So maybe having that energy and really being who you are will align you with the relationships of self, others, and just the world in general, and test those relationships to see if the bond is strong, or I'm getting like testing for any toxic relationships too. I just feel like any check-in with Venus, and also Venus retrograde, brings up toxic habits and toxic relationships that are really just, they surface, and it's a time for addressing those situations. So we have the Six of Cups. This there's a gift, and I'm getting lots of waves of nostalgia. I mentioned this with music, but I've personally have had a lot of songs that I used to listen to come up in my like shuffle and just bring waves of nostalgia. So I don't know if someone's looking for that dependable and reliable like emotional support through you know, what comforted you as a child, or just in previous times. But there's definitely that energy surfacing, and probably, I think it's just surfacing to find that as like a gift, and saying that you are emotionally supported in your friends, and there's some real positive blossoming relationships here. That's a really nice card to have with the Venus and Saturn conjunction. Just having this affirmation that, you know, given the two sides of Saturn, this is a very, this is affirming some positive relationships here. On Tuesday, we have the moon moving into Pisces in the afternoon, and the moon will be sextile Uranus, so we have a lot of creativity this day, and we have the moon that shows up. So the moon is really getting into our instincts. Oh, there's like a little heart-shaped rock. It's red. This is getting into our instincts, this primitive state of awareness, and with the new moon coming up, maybe just aligning and appreciating the lunar cycle is what I'm seeing with this card. This can also indicate some illusion and I'm getting a sense of illusion, but with clarity. Like the moon, the moon's a reflection of light from the sun. We wouldn't be able to see the moon if it weren't for that source of light. And with that reflection, you can, in a reflection of ourselves too, you can really dissolve any illusions that could be hindering your success in Aries season. And then, I'm just getting a lot of illusions of self versus illusions and in the external world. Even though there's always illusions in the external world that are playing out, as above, so below. Have to hurry the reading up. I really wanted to try to make this a little shorter too, so hopefully I'll make it through. I'm sensing some creative intuition on Tuesday. So Wednesday, we have the moon in Pisces, and then we conjunct Jupiter and conjunct Neptune throughout the day. So conjunct Jupiter, we have this light playfulness, some happy energy, and then conjunct Neptune, we have some extra sensitivity and just being very aware of subtleties in emotions and our environment. So this is a very not subtle card. We have the Tower for Wednesday, and this indicates a collapsing of a structure, and can be complete devastation of a reality. There's lightning. We have Zeus coming in. This could be, you know, great inspiration that shatters a reality. But just a lot of chaos here. Things have to collapse, and that's what the Tower tells us. There's something that needs to collapse in someone's reality, and with that fall will bring you know, fresh, this is something that's erected in our vision, and then it needs to collapse so that we can see what's there in the skyline and then build anew. So having a fresh start after the fall of Babylon. And this person's wearing a crown. They were probably in like a position of power, and the crown is being popped off here of the top of the tower, and this is devastation. This is devastating to their reality. The fact that this outside force just completely shattered their belief system and their livelihood. And now they're plumbing down, and they're gonna have to start anew. Like if this were a house, or, you know, I'm thinking of like ancient times where just like a city falls, has to start new, and I hope that this brings some hope, even though this is a very I'm trying to be careful with my words, because the tower is a lot. This is very abrupt and very catastrophic. But we have a good rest of the week, so let's just keep going. Thursday, all I'm saying is I'm hoping for inner strength for anyone who's facing a tower situation. And I just want to mention that a lot of these cards, it's really interesting how the energy can surface. I'm getting a lot of like a belief system here, because I'm just like stuck on this card. Like, just because I noticed the crown, someone who's in a very position of like a high position of power thinks that they're untouchable and nothing's ever going to like, they're invincible. And this is irony at its finest, because something that's completely uncontrollable and outside anyone's influence comes and strikes the lightning bolt. This is a power that's beyond the power of this grandiose ruler. On Thursday, we have the moon moving into Aries, so we start that new moon energy, and we'll have the moon sextile Pluto, which is very kind and supportive emotionally, and really aligning with some empowerment, and there's a lot of love in that aspect. And then we have the moon conjunct Mercury, so our communications can be a little emotionally fueled with the conjunction with the Moon and Mercury, and also just because they're both in Aries, we could be a little headstrong and abrupt in our communications, and maybe inclined to argue just for the sake of arguing. We have the Ace of Cups, but arguing for sake of arguing, but also like there's an objective, like there's a goal to be accomplished. Aries is doing something with complete ambition and drive, so that they can fully embody their self and their self-expression. They want to be, you know, this is me, front and center. So Ace of Cups. Ooh, we have the lilies. This is an enlightening card. There's an obvious flow of divine energy here, and I get that with the next day too, but just the Ace of Cups is just overflowing with tangible emotion and energy, and this can indicate new ideas, or like emotional ideas and new emotional vessels. This can be peace, and with the Lotus, we never know how life will unravel for us. So there's still like an air of mystery here, but something's being offered to really fill your heart and your soul, and also coming from the divine higher order. I'm getting a lot of grace in this just because of the Lotus. This is peace. Wishing peace after calamity, peace. Okay, Friday we have Aries new moon at 2:24 a.m. That's the peak. This new moon will allow us to initiate change and be a bold leader. That's really what Aries is about, having that leadership skills to be themselves and blaze trails for success and ingenuity too. They being quick-minded and fast-paced to get things done. You know, when I was actually doing this, like I got the sense of a fresh start with the new moon Aries. It's the first new moon of this new moon lunar cycle from Aries to Pisces, and it feels like such like a spark of new, that this is literally this sequence. This is, I feel like illusion shatters a perspective, and literally has to start new for peace. There's peace after Peace after the illusion. Whoa. Peace, and then we have the new moon, bringing new projects into your scope, into your year, being brave about those new projects, and truly embracing that, like, whatever has been felt like it has been a hindrance. If something has been a hindrance, I think it's about to be, you know, a burden's about to be released. The king here was burdened, even though, you know, sometimes they don't have awareness of it, but once you, like, I mean, unless it's like your true calling, you could be stuck in a structure that doesn't align with you whatsoever. And something's going to come and shatter your belief system and be like, hey, this isn't aligned with you. And it takes those moments for the king to find peace. Or a queen. I can't really tell. That one looks like a woman. This one's kind of hard to tell. Okay, so back to the new moon. We have Temperance, which is divine alchemy of all that is spiritual and material. I really get, like, with the angelic figure, I just see like a lot of fire with angelic figures. So especially with the red wings. Fire, light, alchemizing your connection with the divine and bringing that into to harmony, and doing your due diligence to balance and maintain the emotional spectrum. So I like how there's like a full stream of the water here, like it's connected from cup to cup. And for me, I'm thinking, okay, this is literally just like actually connected. It never, even though he's pouring, or he or she is pouring from one to another, it still is going to indicate the whole range of emotions, is what I'm trying to say. There's a range from start to finish. And alchemizing those emotions to create beauty and awe and a future, a bright future. This is also a divine interference card. Interference, intervention. Crown chakra energy. We also have the moon sextile Mars. There's a lot of harmony in this aspect, and then the moon will be sextile Saturn, and that is a very a call for patience and humility with the crafts that you're creating, and or with your craft that you've mastered, and allows, and like with that patience and that humility, there's a structure and stability that's created for success. I think that really harmonizes and resonates with the Temperance. Having moderation so that things do actually gloriously grow. And Saturday, we have the moon moving into Taurus. The moon will be sextile Venus. I think that's going to be like a very aesthetic oriented aspect, just with the moon going into Taurus too. Then we have the moon square Pluto. Some emotional purging could occur, and the sun will be conjunct Mercury in Aries. And I also did a little overview of that in the Aries season videos for each sign. So if you want to know the specifics of what house placement that is for your sign, then I would check out those videos. Nonetheless, this aspect will bring some mental clarity, and this is like really illuminating areas for our individual self to have that full and radiant expression. Quick and fast-paced, brave communications could occur on Saturday. There could be like a full sense of urgency, but with the need to push forward and to just be brave to take those steps. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is having everything you need as resources for creating an establishment for healthy and happy and fulfilling life, an abundance of everything. This is a very wealthy, but like like WELLTHY, wealthy, living well, and there's a lot of appreciation here and just satisfaction in having that abundance. And it came from gratitude. The 9 of Pentacles is very indicative of gratitude, and this is just the surplus. It looks like there's like a little smiley face. I feel like dogs have been really prevalent lately. On Sunday, we have the moon in Taurus, and the moon will be conjunct Uranus. This can just be like a unpredictable emotion aspect, or just like very erratic mood swings, but like unpredictable. Like maybe like you're just like really calm, and then you're just like surged with like a bunch of happiness and excitement and things. I just feel like with Uranus things get weird. And my friend who mentioned the water bearer stuff to me and was telling me that I guess one of the Uranus aspects as of late just made some very weird like occurrences in our life, just out in public, weird things. So weird can be funny with Uranus. We have the Hierophant. This is having order and control over that chaos that Uranus can bring. Really able to funnel that power and generate insights to deliver to others. This is holding a position of power and having your weight and authority, and it's interesting when people just used to confront the priest, the high priest, or the hierophants in ancient civilizations. That was always, a time for it was over a matter that wasn't mundane or ordinary. This is for those mysteries of life, and something that's, has a lot of importance, that can shift a whole civilization. I do want to say with that, just because I brought it up, like those high priests and stuff, there was just, always the secrecy involved with authority and power, and some things were mentioned because of manipulation and wanting to control the ideology of things. So I'm just having that surface when I'm reading the card today. However, there's always having your own guidance, which I think is the beautiful part of the Hierophant. Being your own guide and holding the keys. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick overview with the cards today, and then I'm actually going to look at the bottom of the deck because I feel like I just want to get an extra layer of clarification. Some kind of, confirmation for support in friendships is here. There seems to be a lot of intuition, something that in this primitive worship the moon phase. Whoa, dogs howling at the moon. Something at this primal, at our primal levels, we have this intuition flow, but I still get the sense of there's inspiration and intuition, but also maybe something that could ignite an illusion, whether it be yourself. I did mention I think it's more of yourself, but this kind of indicates an external. So something that shatters belief system, or a structure that's already there, has to go down to zero, but there's some peace and a new vessel there that is fulfilling and full of happiness. And with that vessel, one can know that this was divine and here to help alchemize and create a a real conduit for this energy, this new energy that's coming through. This is old. This is new. Whoa. What if this were one of the towers? Well, and with that new balance and harmony, we have abundance and well-being in a new establishment. And the Hierophant's throwing me off. They're throwing me off today, man. The moon will be in Taurus, and this is the Taurus card. Okay. Go look at the bottom deck. We have the star, which is hope and aspirations. This is wishing on a lucky star and watering things that will grow, pouring or having that flow. There's a full flow, just like temperance. There's a flow between the emotional and physical world. And then we have this radiant light. I'm getting idea, like a hope. There's ideas and inspiration that comes with this week. And this will allow you to really radiate your essence, but also be your light, and know that your light is your guidance. And given what I said, there might be something that you want to mention, but it's not necessarily needed. Sometimes too much information can confuse others, but know that that information from the stars, that light is, it's in you and it radiates through you. So that was the reading, and I hope everyone has a lovely week. Whatever tower situation that may occur, I really am just wishing everyone the best, and know that you're supported emotionally, and sometimes this is, call a good friend. Still throwing me off. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I hope whoever watches this gets a good interpretation too. So thank you so much, and happy Aries new moon. I will be having new smoke blends available with this really cool jar that holds the smoke blend, and also can be just used as an herb jar. So that will be presented on the new moon through my Instagram, Coonsy Collections, and will eventually be on the website. So thank you so much, and hope everyone has a great week. Thanks.